Hello, I'm Joshikins. Let's see if I can do this. I fly away. Yeah. Here is another First Thoughts video. And yeah, they did fly away. I was hoping. Just sort of hoping. But anyways, this is another First Thoughts video for Supernatural Season 10. And again, First Thoughts is a little series where it's sort of a pre-review of me getting my thoughts out before I spend like weeks finally getting the Rin review out. And with all the season finales, there's like a lot of reviews that are now having to be written. Like a lot. So yeah. Anyways, this season was advertised as the season of the demon. It's fun on demon, LOL. And I was sort of really pissed off that, within 3 or 4 episodes, it's like, oh yeah, he's not a demon anymore, yay! And it's like, it's supposed to be all these things he did when he was a demon that made him feel really bad, and when that was quickly resolved, I was like, what the fuck? But then I was latching onto and hoping the idea that the Mark of Cain would replace the subplot. Not the subplot, but the plot of the main plot of the season, and it did. And it did that nice and wonderfully. It's just in the season finale, they sort of... Okay, that's not good lighting. They sort of fucked it up. It's like they just... Yeah, they like... It was just the tired cliche of, oh, I'm going to, risk the whole world for someone I care about. And it really shows, I guess, the brothers' codependency. And if they follow through with that next season, that would actually be a good route to take. Because, yeah, it's just like, and at the end of the finale, when they're all looking sort of around like, oh my god, bad shit happened. It's like, what the fuck did you expect, Sam? You could have called, the friends up and go that, hey, we really shouldn't remove the Mark of Cain, because if we, remove the Mark of Cain, then guess what happens? Yeah, the darkness gets released, and bad shit really, really starts to happen. So, it's just... Yeah, but besides the whole Mark of Cain plot that was really awesome, I like seeing Cain again. We got to see Claire, and I sort of like how she's going in the series of her dealing with everything, and I like that she doesn't, let Cass off easy. There's a bunch of trust building that's still being done. And while I love and adore Cass, it's like, in the narrative of the story, I'm glad that they're treating that right. I also like Rowena. Rowena is a really good character. I just her sass, just how I just like her evilness. And I'm really interested to see what she's going to do next season. Yeah. And Charlie dying was, it was... I mean, Sam shouldn't have gotten her into this situation in the first place. I mean, he shouldn't have been going behind Dean's back like that when Dean's like, hey, don't use the Book of the Damned, and yeah. But Charlie went away from the from her safety with, Castiel, who could easily have protected her against House Stein. I don't like that was after House Frankenstein. I was like, have you even fucking read the novel? That doesn't really make sense. Yeah, doesn't make sense at all. And so it was her fault of going off. So yeah, she's partially to blame, as so is Sam. And yeah, this was a decent season. It's just that the show seems to have a thing of starting off these really cool and awesome plots, and then, you know, not really giving them totally the ending they deserve. So the darkness really appears cool and all, but it really depends on how the showrunners decide to handle it. Yeah, if you're wondering, I like doing these little first thoughts out here because then you get to see my precious little babies. Yeah. So Lena's the yellow one. Loki. Yeah, Loki's the one that just turned his head over here. So yeah, decent season. I just hope that the showrunners do good with the darkness, because that's a really cool and awesome plot line to do. But it really depends how they do it. And plus, next season, I really want the brothers to sort of talk it out and discuss what happened. I don't want, you know, Dean to let off Sam easily. You know, I do want them to come to some understanding, but yeah. So, I have been Jashikins, owner at jashikins.blogspot.com. I already introduced my two parakeets. And yeah, my review should be out in a few weeks. Yeah. Might be need to move things around so I can get actually reviews out before the next season starts. And yeah, until next video, goodbye.